No, we got to. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Village Council, Village Forest Park regular council meeting for Monday, September 12th will come to order. We begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Burns.
Here.
Commissioner Maxim.
Here.
Commissioner Nero.
Here.
Commissioner Vogt. Here. Mayor Hoskins.
Here. Commissioners, first item is approval of the minutes from the August 22nd Village Council meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Commissioner Maxim. Discussion on the minutes? No discussion, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Public comment.
You did. Yep. Is that mic on? No. Oh, my fault, my fault. Now it's on. I got it.
Hello, good evening. My name is Bill Callback. I'm a resident of Forest Park. I'm here this evening to propose a bill to regulate a growing and potentially serious problem. In many communities across the United States, investors have been renting out their condos and second homes across the platforms of Airbnb and VRBO. These short-term rentals operate as commercial entities, but are not taxed as such. Furthermore, while they compete in the same marketplace as apartments, hotels, and bed and breakfast establishments, they are not subject to the same safety regulations, potentially creating a public health risk. Short-term rentals are rapidly growing, lightly taxed, and largely unregulated business. The platforms of Airbnb and VRBO are public companies making billions of dollars by providing a platform for owners to advertise and rent their properties with little regard to the safety and welfare of consumers. Analysts expect Airbnb to generate between 2.03 and 2.13 billion in revenue this year, while Expedia-owned VRBO is expected to make over 2 billion in 2022. In the Forest Park area alone, there are currently over 40 homes, apartments, and rooms for rent on the Airbnb platform, and nearly the same on the VRBO platform. Short-term rental owners operate in the same marketplace as apartment owners, hotel operators, and bed and breakfast establishments, but fail to carry the same tax burden nor provide the same safety regulations. Furthermore, short-term rental owners are not required to obtain the same licenses, permits, or property inspections as apartments, hotels, and bed and breakfast establishments. Most short-term rental owners are taxed at a residential rate, despite providing and advertising their properties as commercial grade housing. In addition, the extensive safety regulations required of apartment owners, hotels, and bed and breakfast establishments are not required of short-term rental owners. The loophole being exploited by short-term rental owners is likely to lead to injuries to consumers, lower quality of housing, and decreased tax revenue. These unregulated short-term rental owners are crowding out other higher taxed and higher regulated properties. Illinois has a voluminous set of regulations designed to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the general public, as well as fairly taxed businesses providing short-term housing to consumers. However, none of the current regulations apply to short-term rental owners operating on the Airbnb and VRBO platforms. Apartment owners are regulated by the Landlord Tenant Act, which is 765 ILCS 705, as well as numerous local ordinances that provide for inspections of the units between rental periods to ensure the proper working of utilities such as gas and electric lines, and to ensure the proper working of exits and fire escapes. Current regulations and ordinances do not require short-term rental owners' properties to be inspected yearly or monthly or even between rental periods, putting the public at risk of injury. Similarly, short-term rental owners evade the Bed and Breakfast Act, which is under 50 ILCS 820, and ordinances which regulate hotels by requiring owners to be licensed.
Bill,
Yes.
you've exceeded 3 minutes.
Oh, I didn't realize I had a time limit. Okay.
So you can leave the written statement if you like.
Okay, I have a written one. You want to just hand it up to, or? Okay. Sorry about that. I would.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, we'll make a copy of this and share with everyone. Okay.
Yeah, I'll distribute it.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, commissioners, are there any other public comment? Madam Clerk?
No, there is not.
Okay. There are no formal communications tonight. There are no departmental reports tonight. So we are at bills by resolution. Madam Clerk, whenever you're ready.
Be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, that we dispense with the reading of the individual bills inasmuch as each department head has approved and signed bills in the following aggregate amount for their respective departments. Refunds and allocations, $2,639.33. Public Affairs, $77,028.11. Police Department, $614.69. Community Center, $135.81. Council and Finance Clerk's Office, $152,223.19. Council and Finance Fire Department, $867.65. Department of Health and Safety, $5,664.55. Street Department, $83,881.76. Public Property, $49,769.43. Seizure, $1,160.42. Federal Customs, $929.32. Fleet Replacement, $124,192.25. TIF, $18,090.70. VIP, $1,275.94. Water Department, $13,851.59 for a total of $532,324.74.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, Commissioners, is there a motion to approve the resolution on the bills?
I will make the motion to approve the bills.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is Resolution R-77-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, Commissioners, we are now at new business. First item is a resolution authorizing the waiver of the hiring freeze for IMRF employees regarding the hiring of 3 AFSCME Police Department clerk employees. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Well, second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is Resolution R-78-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is a resolution supporting reproductive rights. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? Commissioner Maxham.
Yeah, this ordinance is different from the usually very local nature of what we do here, which typically involves voting on contracts to fix things around town. Allowing building variances, approving entertainment permits. We do a lot of that. But this is bigger because it does reach beyond our town, at least in the fact that we're urging our state to keep protections in place that are very important for women. With women's rights being eliminated in many states, it is imperative that here in our state, we keep a safe place where women have the legal right that should be their human right, but is not in a lot of places. And it sends a message to all the women who are listening that we want you to retain control over your body in any situation. Your body is yours. I say that for myself and for my daughter and for all the other children and adults out there that should always have the option to decide for themselves what they want to do with their own individual bodies. Additionally, reproductive rights mean that a woman can decide when and whether to have children. Reproductive rights affect the socioeconomic status of women. Reproductive rights mean a woman has control over her health. Reproductive rights affect a woman's ability to get and maintain employment. Allowing reproductive rights means that we are one step closer to closing the gender equality gap that still persists in this country. I believe our basic freedoms depend on reproductive rights. For these reasons, I support this ordinance and I urge the state of Illinois to continue to fight for women's rights. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxim. Commissioners, is there any further discussion? Commissioner Vogt.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that here in the Midwest, Illinois has become sort of an oasis right now for reproductive health care access and protection. I took an oath of office and I take that oath very seriously, and it demands that we stand together to protect the rights of all citizens. To join the voices of our residents and our neighboring communities in asking our legislators to ensure that Illinois will continue to protect our fundamental rights to safe, legal, reproductive health care and procedures and right to privacy. And I just want to say, like, I can't in good conscience stand by and watch this next generation of young people grow up with less rights than the generation before them. So I wanted to thank the mayor for working with our surrounding communities to draft this resolution and my fellow commissioners who support reproductive autonomy and provider and patient safety and privacy.
Thank you, Commissioner Vogt. Commissioners, is there any further discussion? If there is not, Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-79-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is a resolution authorizing the award of a contract for the 2022 alley improvement project for the 400 block of Elgin and Harlem, east-west, 1100 block of Elgin and Harlem, north-south. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion.
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Nero.
Yeah, there's a couple of different agenda items having to do with alley and alley improvements. Just for a point of reference, because I think it comes up at least once a year. There is a alley inventory atlas that the village keeps where Public Works, village administrator, myself, get together and kind of make an assessment. I think Burke's involved with that, our village engineer as well, to look at the alleys in town to kind of rate them, right? To see which alleys are going to be on the register or on the docket for improvement for the upcoming year and the year after that, and so on and so forth. Of course, things change, money, grants, things affect that, and our ability to go after some of those projects. So just to answer the question before it comes up, this particular project and the one that's coming up and then the agenda here in a little bit are, were earmarked for the next to get repaired. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Further discussion? No? Okay, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-80-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution authorizing the award of the contract for the 2022 sidewalk improvements project, various locations. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on D. I should have worn the glasses. I talked to Ryan.
I did it
I did, I
so-
failed.
I know.
should have slid more.
It's okay, but. Resolution approving and authorizing, this is item D. Resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a professional engineering services proposal for construction engineering services for the 2022 alley improvement project by and between the Village of Forest Park and Christopher Burke Engineering Limited. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, item D has been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion.
Yeah, just real quick, Mayor, sorry. So this comes up all the time, and I think we always kind of green stamp this one or rubber stamp it, and everyone's kind of looking around. Well, the reason that this comes up on the agenda is because we have to decide on the engineering service to manage the project. So you'll see the project on the agenda, and then you'll see right after that subsequently to that agenda item is the engineering firm who is going to manage the project. And that's why it's on the agenda. So if there's any question on that moving forward, you know why that pops up. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Any further discussion? If not, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-81 22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, resolution authorizing the award of the contract for the 2022 sidewalk improvements project at various locations. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I think it's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Nero will second.
And seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion.
Question. I got a hot agenda tonight, Mayor. Sorry. On this one, I was wondering if the details of the sidewalk improvements or schedule is going to be made available on the website. Do the residents get to know that? Is there a list? I know I did get privy to a list of what's coming up. Is that fair and customary? I'm throwing that out to the team. Yeah. Okay. So we can make that available then, Rachel, on our website. Perfect. That'll be good. So, the foregoing questions, how come my sidewalk's not going to get done? When's my sidewalk going to get done? They'll all be listed there and we'll nip it in the bud. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-82 22.
Okay, Commissioners, next is a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the professional engineering services proposal for construction engineering services for the sidewalk improvement project by and between the Village of Forest Park and Burke Engineering Limited. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Yes, Nero will second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion.
Already did it.
No discussion on this. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-83 22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is a resolution authorizing the award of the contract for the Van Buren Multi-Use Path Improvements Project for the Village of Forest Park. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Yes, sir. Nero will second.
Seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion?
Yes, sir. Last one, I think. Sorry. Because this is an old one, right? It popped back up. We've been talking about it for months. This is the path that's going to connect Madison Street on the west side of Van Buren all the way around the bend towards the parking lot at the CTA. Yeah. So if there's any question on that one, that's the deal. We're ready to get it going finally. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Any further discussion? If there's no further discussion, you said that connects Van Buren to
No, Madison,
Madison to Van Buren up to Des Plaines.
Madison on Van Buren towards Des Plaines, and it stops at the CTA parking lot there, right around the bend.
Very good. Okay,
There's
Commissioners.
going to be a test afterwards too for everyone in attendance.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-84 22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the professional engineering services proposal for the construction and engineering services for the Van Buren Multi-Use Path Improvements Project. This agreement is by and between the Village of Forest Park and Christopher Burke Engineering Limited. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-85-22.
All right, Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of professional engineering services proposal for construction engineering services for Phase 2 design for the 2023 alley improvements project, mine between the Village of Forest Park and Burke Engineering. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Vogel. Discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-86-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution authorizing the acceptance and execution of an Illinois Department of Transportation State and Community Highway Safety National Priority Safety Program Grant Agreement. Is there a motion?
Yes, sir. Nero will make that motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? No discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-87-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 5-ton packaged rooftop air conditioning units. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? No discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-36-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, so we have a proclamation for Red Ribbon Week. You want to read that, Madam Clerk?
Sure. Whereas alcohol and drug abuse affect individuals, families, and communities across the nation, and whereas it is imperative that visible, unified efforts by community members be launched to prevent drug abuse, and whereas Red Ribbon Week offers citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug-free lifestyles, and whereas Red Ribbon Week will be celebrated in communities across the nation on October 23rd through 31st, and whereas businesses, government, law enforcement, media, healthcare providers, religious institutions, schools, and other community-based organizations will demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing red ribbons and participating in drug prevention activities. And whereas the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, further commits its resources to ensure the success of Red Ribbon Week. Now therefore be it resolved, I, Rory Hoskins, Mayor of the Village of Forest Park, do hereby proclaim October 23rd to 31st as Red Ribbon Week and encourage you to participate in drug prevention education activities not only during Red Ribbon Week, but also throughout the year, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free lifestyle.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, that does not actually require a vote. So moving on to item M. The chair will entertain a motion to ratify the execution of some senior trip contracts that span the period of November and December of 2022. Is there a motion? Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? No discussion, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, Commissioners, next item is motion to approve the purple ribbon request by Sarah's End. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Oh.
Well, that was a tie. That was a tie.
Yeah, it's pretty much a tie. We'll give it a joint motion. Commissioners Nero and Burns, do you want to join in? Make it unanimous
Sure,
motion?
make it
I'll
unanimous.
Make it unanimous.
Yeah, they're based here, right? Sarah's End is based here.
Pardon me?
Sarah Zinn is based here, so we'll make it unanimous. Madam Clerk, whenever you're ready.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is motion to approve a Hepzibah Kids resale event at St. John's Lutheran Church, 305 Circle, and a kids resale event banner request. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve the Forest Park Chamber of Commerce wine walk event banner request. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I think I heard Commissioner Vogt just a little bit sooner
I'll second.
than Commissioner Maxim's second.
Man, they like that wine walk.
It's been duly moved and seconded. Popular event. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. All right, Commissioners, next item is motion to approve the Girl Scouts Fall Product Program and Door-to-Door Cookie Program request, or is not a request. This is for September 23rd through January 16th, Girl Scout cookies. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I hear Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
You know who likes cookies, right?
No way.
It's been moved by Commissioner Burns and seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? What kinds of cookies, Commissioner Burns?
What kind of cookies I like? Is that what you asked me? Oh, there's about 5 different boxes.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, they get some good cookies.
Are you a melt away guy? right?
Melt away.
Yeah. All right.
The peanut butter ones.
I'm voting this one down. No Girl Scout cookies.
This is a very knowledgeable dais.
$100 later, I'm happy for 3 months.
Tell Marcia. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
Oh, I got it.
All right, Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve the Kiwanis Club of Forest Park Peanut Days collection events and sites. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll
Nero second.
second.
I think I heard Commissioner Nero,
Sorry.
but there's plenty of time for discussion.
This event is a moneymaker for the Kiwanis Club. What we do with that money is we send kids to camp, and we also take money out of the coffers for scholarships. So we average a pretty good amount of money that we give out to scholarships for kids locally. So the families are endured any hardships, and we help them out. Kiwanis has been in Forest Park here for 99 and a half years. And on the 23rd of April, we're going to be celebrating our 100th year in operations here in Forest Park. And we're going to have a big celebration at the Roos Building. So I just want putting that out there for people. So if you see people out there with the cover that says Kiwanis Day Peanut Day, please stop and give generously. And they have some pretty good peanuts too. So between the cookies and the peanuts, I'll be set for the winter.
Any further discussion? I agree with Commissioner Burns. I've volunteered for the peanut days for several years, and 2 hours here, 2 hours there, you can earn quite a bit of money at those intersections. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. All right, Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve an entertainment license application submitted by Scratch Kitchen at 7445 Madison. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Discussion. Commissioner Maxim.
I just want to say I am delighted that Scratch is going to be reopening. It's been a while since they were closed, and I'm happy to see them back in business again soon.
Okay.
Mayor,
Commissioner-
just a point of clarification, refresh my memory. I could be forgetful at times. I thought we had a discussion at some point to scratch the approval of entertainment license, although it still has to come through Village Hall. Where did we get with that?
So if we're actually going to change that requirement, we would have to actually change the code, right? The code section on that. We haven't got there. So if you feel strongly about it,
No, it was just a point of clarification.
I'm just saying, if you want to direct that to Moses, right, we can do that. But I haven't asked him to do it. And I don't think anyone else has
Okay.
expressly asked him to put that change on the agenda. Council, does that sound about right?
That sounds right. Give us some direction, we can look at it. If that's your.
Moses, you want to say something?
The only direction that we have right now with regards to administrative approvals are the playing of music from a laptop or an iPad or an iPhone on a loudspeaker. Those are administrative approvals that will not come before this council. So recently, there was some updates to the entertainment license code. I had communicated to the council, let this breathe, let this play out. As this moves forward, if there is additional direction you want to give to staff to change the code, just let us know. But I just want to make clear for everyone, that's the only administrative approval that's in place right now.
Thank you, Moses. Okay, any further discussion on Lathrop House? Or on Scratch Kitchen? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve entertainment license request by Lathrop House at 26 Lathrop. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero second.
And seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve an entertainment license application submitted by Jimmy's Place at 7411 Madison Street. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Discussion? No discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, Commissioners, last item under new business for tonight is a motion to approve the entertainment license request submitted by Duffy's Tavern at 7513 Madison. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Discussion? Commissioner Maxim.
I just want to say happy birthday to Duffy's. They celebrated 3 years of ownership by the new owner, Joe Sullivan, and it's a great establishment. He runs a great bar, so highly recommend. Thank you.
Duffy's is also a Glasgow Rangers bar. If any of y'all were wondering, right? This is a Scottish soccer club. Glasgow Rangers bar, Glasgow Rangers. So they wear the blue jerseys. And because their games are so early that Joe Sullivan told us a while back that after he took over the bar, he showed up one morning and saw a bunch of soccer fans in his bar. They had keys. They've had keys for years.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch the Glasgow Rangers play soccer early in the morning, Duffy's is the place to do that, okay? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, we're at administrators report. Moses.
Oh, yeah, it's on.
Alrighty, so as the agenda indicates, we're gonna have a busy fall with construction. So once the schedules become known, we will get the word out to the affected property owners with regards to the sidewalks, the alleyways that will be redone. Jackson should be starting pretty soon. So we are gonna have a busy fall, but also on the agenda is pre-engineering for next year. So we're trying to gear up for next year. Tonight concerned alleys. 4 alleys are being pre-engineered based upon if we receive a project partnership with the MWRD. If we do, then we'll consider 2 green alleys next year in the noted areas on the agenda packet. If we do not receive the partnership award, we'll have 2 alleys that we can tackle next year. But the purpose of the pre-engineering is to get ready for bids as early as possible in 2023. Our engineer is telling us that there are currently bids out on the street right now for next year. A lot of towns are behind because of the supply chain issues. There was a strike that pushed back a lot of projects in the region. So, we've got a lot of competition for the availability of contractors, not only for the fall, but for next year as well. So that's the reasoning for the pre-engineering. Also in the works, we're doing pre-engineering for Wilcox Street. We've already finished it for Ferdinand. Those projects next year, the timing of those is based on when the state will make their announcement for the funding for the lead water services. So that's additional conversations that we'll be having in the coming months. Hopefully we'll find out the status of that soon to allow us to prepare for next year. But that's a lot of work on a couple of streets that are in dire need of new water mains, lead service replacements, and then obviously resurfacing. As I usually do, I need to extend my affirmations and my many thanks to staff, especially Karen and her team and all of village staff for a job well done for Saturday's Rib Fest. Weather was great. There was a big crowd. Everyone seemed to have a good time. It was a great event. I had family from Lake County attending Rib Fest. I told everybody about it last year. They can't wait to come next year. So thanks to everybody, staff, our officials, our volunteers, and also our vendors and our entertainers and our partners for making this such a great event. And I can't forget our sponsors as well. So, it takes a village to put on an event like this, which is a segue that I know Commissioner Vogt is going to talk about in a little bit about cleanup day. It takes volunteers. We are in need of volunteers, not only on boards and commissions, but on events that happen around town. And I'll let her talk about the cleanup event in a little bit here. That is everything for tonight. So thank you.
Thank you, Moses. Commissioner Burns, Commissioner report.
I just want to say the same thing just about what Moses said about Rib Fest. It was a great event, a lot of food. Thanks for all the volunteers. Thanks for the staff that was there from the street department that really did a commendable job of cleaning up in there. And also to the people that participated. I couldn't believe the number of booths that they had in there this year. It looked like there was a heck of a lot more than there was last year. And I congratulate Karen for putting it all together. And like I said, staff that helped and put everything together for her too. And the only other thing I have to say is that I hope we sold a lot of beer because I sure poured a lot.
How many ribs did you eat? How many ribs did you eat?
I don't know, this is on Zoom, right? So I don't want my doctor listening to this. I probably had 6 different places that I went to for the ribs. Plus I went to that place that had the Italian ice and that was pretty good too.
Everyone's gonna have to answer that question, just so you know. Mr. Maxim.
Yeah, Rib Fest was fantastic. I was working in the Twisted Cookie booth and sold a lot of snow cones and nachos. So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to talk a little bit about chickens. I have been talking with a resident who represents a group of residents that would very, very much like Forest Park to allow homeowners to keep a small number of chickens in their backyards. We have looked at ordinances and rules from a number of other towns who allow this. There are towns right around us that allow it and have found that there are few, if any, problems associated with chicken keeping in residential areas. And additionally, there are a lot of benefits like fresh eggs, a move toward urban farming. And, you know, it gives people a measure of self-sufficiency, which I think is important in today's economy. Any ordinance that Forest Park would adopt, and we're only, you know, in the beginning stages of drafting one right now, will for sure not allow roosters, and it will limit the number of chickens. So we're not talking about, you know, backyards full of chickens. It will ensure that coops are properly built and maintained, and it will most likely require chicken keepers to register with the village. I've reached out to my fellow commissioners and let them know some of the commonalities that I've found in, you know, ordinances that other towns have. And I have reached out to other villages who already have this in place to ask about any problems they've encountered, and none of them have encountered any. And I'm working with staff to draft an ordinance that makes sense for our town. Anyone who has any questions or comments, please reach out to me. Thank you.
How many ribs did you eat?
I had one because I was very busy working, but I wish I could have had more.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxim.
Thank you.
Commissioner Nero.
But how many snow cones and lemonade? That was. You know, I might have missed some biology and this is not a shot, but how does a chicken lay an egg without a rooster being around? It does? All right, see what I told you. I must have missed it in biology. I don't know. Yeah, that's just something. Yeah. I mean, you know, I thought there was something that had to go first before the chicken laid the egg. I don't know. Let's move on. In Forest Park, we call it the hot corner. No, we really don't. But it has been it's been a point of contention for about 7 years, as far as I'm concerned, or as long as I can remember. And that is the intersection at Jackson and Hannah. It's been the source of a topic here at council meeting, traffic and safety. Our public works has been involved. Our police department's been involved. So what's going on there? So we got a school over there, Garfield, right? And it's heavily trafficked in the morning. It's been a lot of congestion during pickup and drop off, and it causes some congestion over there. Last year we had one of the students get hit by a vehicle. So that's a lot of attention, rightfully so. It's certainly a safety matter. Nonetheless, I just wanted to really focus on the positives. I was out there this morning. We've got in the essence of communication, right? Change is difficult. People don't like to change their behaviors overnight. And I would just say to the residents, this change is for the good. The 30 seconds or a minute and a half of inconvenience that you may have to walk a little further under the envelope of safety and health of not only our residents, but our children, the students, and the motoring public is well worth it. And so what we were doing, or what the police department was doing, was handing out flyers telling people where they can and cannot park. And so if you haven't heard the message or haven't heard the word on the street or saw the message board lit up on Jackson, basically anything south of Jackson on Hannah, we don't want people parking there, and nowhere on the south side of Jackson in front of Garfield. There's a good reason for that, because a lot of people build up, park there, get out of their cars, and it creates a lot of congestion. And so it was really pleasing to me seeing the interaction between Forest Park Police Department and the residents, and also the students going into school, communicating this change. And I want to applaud them. And I also want to applaud Public Works for going out, putting up the signage to help control this hazard, as it certainly would affect us all, not just the students going to that school. So fantastic job. Thank you very much. And again, remember, it does take time to institute change, and it certainly takes a bit of patience from all of us. That's it.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. And I know you didn't have any ribs.
I didn't have any ribs, man. I'm on a strict diet.
Commissioner Vogt.
As Moses alluded to, I was going to discuss our cleanup event, which was canceled for the third time because of rain. So we have rescheduled for September 24th, and it's going to be an amazing, beautiful day, and there will be no rain. And we will actually be meeting at the community center instead of the Park District. They have a lot going on that day there. So we will be meeting at the community center to check everybody in, and then heading back there for our little brown cow treat for all of the volunteers. And then I'll echo everybody else. Rib Fest was a lot of fun. You know, I want to thank Karen, her staff. Public Works was constantly going all day long, keeping everything clean and safe. And an additional, huge thanks to our police and fire. Everybody worked together to really make it a wonderful event, and it was very well attended. So thanks to everybody. And then our Altenheim Advisory Committee had their second meeting today. Commissioner Maxham and I were there right before this meeting. This was a site visit at the Altenheim Senior Living residences. We met with Don Sanchez, their director there, to discuss the history of the building and give the committee sort of an overview of the space, what they still do there, how the people who live there utilize the land and the property around there, and then to help them just familiarize themselves with the land and get a better idea of the actual space. Most people, when they actually go there, are like, oh, wow, this is a lot bigger than I thought. So it was really nice to get the group assembled there to be able to do that. And they're going to put their thoughts down on paper and give those back to the group at our next meeting, which is October 3rd at 5:30. So that was a really wonderful, well-attended meeting there. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Commissioner Vogt. First of all, the really important news. I had ribs from 4 different sources. I don't know the exact number, but I enjoyed them. Some I enjoyed more, some were spicy, some were not. I didn't try the dry ribs, but I was told they were good. But anyway, I had 4 different kinds of ribs. I think you all wanted to know that, right? But in all seriousness, we appreciate the work of Public Works, police, fire, community center staff, and the volunteers. But I also wanted to kind of give mention to something else that Public Works did this year. In July, we were contacted by a nonprofit organization called Proviso Leiden Council for Community Action. This is a long-serving service organization based in Maywood. They had a grant program that was intended to employ teenagers. And in many cases, the jobs that they found for these teenagers were going to be a first time that they were working. And so they asked Forest Park whether the village itself or any of the businesses in Forest Park could employ some of these kids. Now, what's unique about this program is that it was 100% funded through a grant so that the actual employer would not incur any cost. The whole goal was to just give these teenagers a work experience. And so, rather than go to the private sector, I knew that we didn't have any summer help at that point in Public Works. So I asked Director Sal Stella if he could take on some of the kids, and he agreed. And so for about 2 months, we employed 10 teenagers, giving them their first work experience. What we also did is we hired a local resident who was a football coach at Proviso East to kind of work with the kids and mentor them, someone who had a pre-existing relationship with these young people. And so this gentleman, put in his hours, and I'm told that it went really well. The kids had a good experience. They cut grass. They, I think sometimes, painted, they picked up trash. But anyway, it worked out really well. And the mentor he was really happy to do the work and to get to know our public works group. And he wants to do it next year too. So this really didn't cost us. Now, we did pay the Forest Park resident, right? And that was really chump change because that was already budgeted. So I just wanted to give props to Sal for taking on these kids. It was a good thing to do. Last week, I was invited to attend sort of a transportation industry dinner that included, senior level, top level from agencies like CTA, PACE, Metra, the RTA, and I invited the mayors of Oak Park and River Forest to join the meeting. And we were lucky enough to interact with the CEO of the Chicago Transit Authority. And we once again expressed our desire that they take down that rusty water tower that sits on the Green Line. We even came equipped with pictures, right? So I showed him the picture. He says, wow, I didn't even know we owned something like that. And I said, yeah, we've been asking you all for years to take down the tower. I know it costs, but it's kind of an eyesore. And we're told that it's part of a larger project that includes a comprehensive, redevelopment of that station, but we asked them to just go ahead and separate that. So we think that we've moved him. We talked to both the CEO as well as the board chair. And we really worked them. So we're not going to stop. We're going to follow up. But I just want to let you know that, we're hearing from the business owners. We're hearing a lot from Farmington Foods. Mayor Ducci hears it from her residents, They gave her a petition a while back. And of course, Oak Park has lots of new development and no one wants to really see that, rusty, ugly water tower, and the paper's written about it in the past. So we hope that soon we'll have a resolution to that issue. Lastly, Walmart had a grand opening. They've had another expansion at Walmart. So we joined them for a ribbon cutting last Friday. We're pleased to report that Walmart has rejoined the Forest Park Chamber of Commerce. They paid their membership dues, and Lori Kokinas was with us there. Commissioner Maxam attended, and the manager at Walmart really appreciate the support that she sees from the village. So I'll end my report there, commissioners, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn into closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C2 to discuss collective bargaining matters. We will not return into open session. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I will second.
And seconded by Commissioner Burns. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxam,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye, we are adjourned.